Welcome to Ace My Exams Learning. Let us get started with today's learning.
Question. Distinguish between scanning and skimming as methods of reading. Scanning is when you move your eyes quickly over the reading material until you find the piece of information you are looking for. Scanning is a focused and fast reading method used when you are looking for specific information in a text. You do not read every word or try to understand the entire passage. Instead, you let your eyes run quickly over the material until you find what you need. For example, you might scan a timetable to find the departure time of a specific bus, or scan a textbook to locate the definition of a scientific term. Scanning is especially helpful when you know exactly what you're looking for and want to find it quickly without getting distracted by other content. The goal of scanning is precision. You use it when you need to pick out certain data, like names, dates, figures, or key terms. For instance, if you're answering a comprehension question that asks, "When did the event take place?" you would scan the text to find the relevant date. Because scanning is about spotting details, you can save time and energy by skipping over unrelated parts of the passage. Skimming is when you look quickly at the headings and at the main ideas in each paragraph to get a general idea of the reading material. Skimming is used when you want to get an overview or general sense of what a text is about. Instead of focusing on details, you concentrate on the big picture. You glance at the title, headings, subheadings, and the beginning or ending sentences of each paragraph. This gives you a rough idea of the topic, structure, and main arguments of the text without having to read every word. Skimming is useful when you're deciding whether the text is relevant to your needs or when you're reviewing information before a test. By skimming, you can quickly understand what a passage is generally about, which can help you decide whether it's worth reading in more detail later. It is especially effective for previewing a chapter before studying it deeply or reviewing several articles to choose the most useful one. Skimming is about speed and surface understanding rather than detail or full comprehension. In summary, scanning and skimming are both fast reading techniques, but they serve different purposes. Scanning helps you locate specific information quickly, while skimming helps you understand the general meaning or main ideas of a text. Both are valuable reading strategies that save time and improve your ability to handle large amounts of written information. Question. Name study methods that can enhance effective studying. The following study methods can be used to foster effective studying. 1. Note-taking. Note-taking is a practical and active method of studying that helps learners stay engaged during lessons or while reading. It involves writing down key points, definitions, or examples in a clear and organized way. By taking notes, you capture important information in your own words, which makes it easier to understand and remember later. It also helps you to focus your attention, think critically, and create a useful resource for revision before tests or exams. 2. Summaries. Writing summaries is another powerful study method that improves understanding and memory. When you summarize a topic, you restate the main ideas in your own words, which forces you to process and make sense of the information. This technique helps you identify what is truly important in the content and makes long sections of work easier to manage. Summaries are especially useful for reviewing large chapters or preparing for exams, as they give you a quick overview of the essential points. 3. Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a visual method of organizing information by connecting related ideas around a central concept. This technique uses diagrams, keywords, colors, and branches to represent how topics are linked together. It is especially helpful for subjects that require understanding of relationships, processes, or categories, such as biology, history, or geography. Mind maps make studying more engaging and help you recall information more easily by using both visual memory and logical thinking. Study techniques are important skills to acquire if learners want to improve their performance at school. Explain ways how learners can improve the following skills. A. Listening. One can improve their listening skills in the following ways. 1. Listen with your ears, but also with your eyes as you watch the speaker and see how they are talking. Effective listening means paying attention not only to the words being spoken, but also to how they are being delivered. The speaker's tone of voice, facial expressions, body movements, and gestures all add extra meaning to what they are saying. For example, if a teacher raises their voice slightly when saying a particular term, it could signal that it's important. If they point to a diagram or use hand movements to show a process, these cues help you understand the topic more clearly. By watching the speaker, as well as listening, you improve your concentration and get a fuller understanding of the message. 2. Make notes by writing only the key words so that you are still able to listen properly. While it's tempting to try to write everything down, this often causes you to lose focus on what's being said. Instead, train yourself to listen actively and only jot down the most important keywords or phrases. These keywords should capture the core ideas of what's being discussed. Later, you can use these keywords to reconstruct more detailed notes. This method allows you to keep your attention on the speaker and understand the topic better in the moment. 3. Keep on asking yourself questions such as, what does this mean? Where does this fit into what I already know? As you listen, your brain should be actively processing the information instead of just letting it pass through. Asking yourself questions during the lesson helps make learning personal and meaningful. For example, if you're learning about photosynthesis, you might ask, why do plants need light? Have I seen this process before in a diagram? These self-directed questions help you link new knowledge to what you already know. This not only deepens understanding, but also improves long-term memory. 4. In your own words, repeat what the speaker has said to check if you have understood. After hearing something new, try to say it back using your own words. This strategy is called paraphrasing. It helps you check your understanding of the concept. If you can explain it clearly in your own words, it means you've truly grasped it. If not, you might need to listen again or ask a question for clarity. Rephrasing also strengthens your ability to remember the concept later, especially when you need to explain it during revision or in an exam. B. Memory. Memory skills can be improved by 1. Make summaries and learn them by repeating them while you are walking, standing in queues, or bathing. Many learners believe they need to sit at a desk to study, but actually, there are many ways to use your time wisely. You can turn daily tasks like walking, doing chores, or even showering into mini revision sessions. After summarizing your study material, by writing short versions of your notes or using bullet points, you can repeat these summaries out loud during these routine moments. This repetition improves your memory through sound, auditory learning, and movement, kinesthetic learning, which helps you remember the information more naturally. 2. Close your eyes and make a picture of what you are trying to remember. Visualization is a powerful memory technique. When you create mental images of what you're learning, your brain stores that information more effectively. For example, if you're studying the human digestive system, imagine the journey of food through each organ. These mental pictures become strong memory anchors that you can recall later. This is especially useful in subjects like life sciences, geography, or history, where concepts often involve steps, structures, or events. 3. Set up your own test or mock exam and try to answer the questions. Testing yourself is one of the best ways to strengthen memory. When you simulate exam conditions, by timing yourself, using past papers, or creating your own questions, you practice retrieving information from memory. This not only prepares you for actual exams, but also shows you which areas you know well and which need more revision. Self-testing also boosts your confidence, reduces exam anxiety, and trains your brain to work under pressure. Question. Suggest and explain to a classmate a friend ways on how to organize and manage her time effectively in order to improve her results. One can organize and manage her time effectively so as to improve her results in the following ways. 1. Setting goals. By setting goals, you will create proper targets and won't be able to fall off schedule. This is the first and most important step in managing your time wisely. When you know what you're working toward, like getting 70% in maths or finishing your English project by next Friday, you give your study time purpose. Goals help you stay motivated because they remind you why you're studying. They also help you make smarter choices about how to spend your time. Without clear goals, it's easy to get distracted or put things off until the last minute. 2. Draw up a study timetable or schedule. Having a timetable helps you to divide subjects into time frames and to keep to that schedule. A study timetable is like a plan for your week. It tells you what to study and when. By dividing your subjects into manageable time slots, you make sure that each subject gets attention and that you're not overwhelmed before a test. A good schedule also includes time for breaks and other responsibilities, like chores or family time. Once you get into the habit of following a timetable, you'll find that you waste less time and feel more in control of your learning. 3. Take regular short breaks. Make time for breaks in your schedule to do stretching and relaxation exercises. Studying for hours without resting is not healthy or productive. Your brain needs short breaks to recover and absorb information. After 30 to 45 minutes of study, take a 5 to 10 minute break. You can stretch, walk around, drink water, or do breathing exercises. These breaks refresh your mind and improve your ability to focus when you return to studying. In the long run, this improves your memory, understanding, and energy levels. 4. Keep all the things that help you study in one place, so that you don't waste time that can be used for studying. An organized study space makes a big difference. If your books, stationery, notes, and devices are all scattered, you waste time looking for them every day. Set up a place where everything you need is always ready. This makes it easier to start studying, and it keeps your focus on learning instead of being distracted by clutter or delays. 5. Get rid of time wasters. Keep away from those things that stop you from studying in order to get all the work done as planned. One of the biggest reasons learners fall behind is because of distractions, phones, games, TV, or chatting with friends during study time. These things break your concentration and steal valuable time. You can improve your results by being honest about what distracts you and creating a study environment where you can focus. Put your phone away, switch off notifications, and let your family know when you need quiet time. Protecting your study time helps you stay on track and get your work done properly.
To access more learning and exam preparation materials, go to www.acemyexams.coza. This link is also in the video description below. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe and be the first to know when we upload new videos.